Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition to The Musical Connection. My name is Ray Carr, along with the legendary musician and playwright, Mr. David Michaels.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Ray. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Dave. Happy New Year to all of our wonderful listeners out there. It's great to be back for another edition, and we have a lot of great songs to play for you tonight. Boy, so many dedications, so many wonderful memories. You know, Dave, I don't even know where to start. But you know what I think I'm going to do?
What are you going to do, Ray? I can't wait.
Either can I, really. I'm going to start out with the first dedication going out to Sister Mary Abernathy. Sister Mary writes to me, or writes to our show. I really enjoy the program, and I wish you guys would play a little more Nat King Cole. I know you played some in the past, but this one in particular would make me very happy. It brings back some great memories of my childhood. The song is Nature Boy, and Nat King Cole did record that, the American jazz singer. Released March 29th, 1948, Sister Mary Abernathy said that she was very, very young when she heard it, but it stayed with her most of her life. She studied music and sang in the church, but this one in particular was a very, very special song. So let's hear it, Nature Boy, and we'll give you some facts and memories behind the song. Here we go.
I love this song too, Mary.
Sister Mary, that was for you, from St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Thanks for tuning in.
Mary also said that she went to St. Cloud State and she played a little bit of hockey and volleyball. So we're glad that you're into our show, and we're glad that you're listening to us in Minnesota. Now, the song we just heard, Nature Boy, was written by a gentleman, a very unusual gentleman. He changed his name. His original name was George McGrew, but he changed his name to Eden Abez because he went a different route in life. He was in Los Angeles and really hanging around the natural food stores, wanted to live a healthier life. So he kind of took on the persona of a new person. And the Laurel Canyon Boulevard district, there was a cafe, and he kind of worked there. And he decided to live that kind of a nature lifestyle. And the people that lived that type of a lifestyle were like pre-hippies, before hippies were known. This is back in the late 1940s. And during this period of time, George...
Like the precursor to the hippie.
Well, yeah, the beatnik. And,
okay.
He went under the name of Eden Abez, and he was a man that was very austere, and he lived that kind of a lifestyle. But he wrote the song, Nature Boy, and Nat King Cole first recorded this song in 1948, now just after World War II. And Eden Abez said that he did it as a tribute to Mr. Bill Pester, who practiced the same types of things that he did. And he adopted the lyrics from the people that he was living with in the subculture, as we mentioned. So I have to say that Nature Boy is one of the great songs of that period of time, and Nat King Cole did so many great ones. And, you know, you can never get tired of hearing Nat King Cole, but You know, as we move on, we have so many requests to play and so many other great songs of different time periods, like the next one. The next one is a song that came out in 1978 called Mr. Blue Sky. And this one is dedicated to Susan and Bill Abernathy of Bismarck, North Dakota. Now, Susan and Bill Abernathy both live in a little quiet area of that particular city. And they said, you know, we love ELO. We love Jeff Lynne. We love what Jeff Lynne has done with the music. In fact, Jeff Lynne was with a band called the Idle Race in 1966. Then he had a band called The Move before starting the Electric Light Orchestra. And we'll get into some of that in just a moment. But first, let's hear Mr. Blue Sky.
Thanks, Ray. And who is this going out to again?
Susan and Bill Abernathy.
Susan and Bill. Thanks for listening in. I kind of want to sing along, Ray,
Yeah.
but it's just so high, you know?
We almost need like a full orchestra behind you.
Oh, yeah. You know what I love about ELO? Are the strings. Like, not many rock bands incorporate strings. But it creates their unique sound. Sorry, folks, can't help it.
There we go, Mr. Blue Sky from the album Out of the Blue, 1977. In fact, ELO went on a huge Out of the Blue tour in 1978 and performed at the old Cleveland Municipal Stadium at the World Series of Rock with Foreigner and Journey on their first trips into Cleveland. I saw the concert. I was actually there, Dave.
Cap. No, I believe it. I believe it. No, I believe it, Ray. And those of you who might have been watching unbeknownst on ABC last night, which would be not your last night because we're recording this on Thursday, but on New Year's Eve, Foreigner did a whole New Year's Eve concert on ABC, and they cut to, the band, and they sounded as good as ever.
Yeah, they weren't. They never really impressed me live, but it was a good show, and Foreigner is what they are.
I hope that I impress you live.
Dave, you do. There's very few acts that actually impress me live, and you are certainly one of those.
Thank you, Ray.
The other is the late, great Mr. Dick Dale, the great guitar player that is no longer with us. We'll get into surf music once we have a guitar player on our show. But not to beat this dead horse, we want to get to the facts about one of my favorite songs by Yellow, that one you just played, Mr. Blue Sky. Now, they did so many great songs, the Electric Light Orchestra. Now, Jeff Lynne said that, he was in the Swiss Alps, and he was there for 2 weeks, and he looked out, and he says, "Wow, look at those beautiful Alps," he said. And he wrote Mr. Blue Sky and 13 other songs within a 2-week period. And, he says that, "I suppose this is my best and most famous song. Everybody tells me something a little bit different about it. It's even got the kids today in nursing homes and kids that are in school singing that song too. So it has a lasting memory."
It was also in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Not to
interrupt, but Guardians of the Galaxy.
And it will probably live forever. Although it is not my absolute favorite ELO song, it's my top 2. The other one, Dave? Turn to Stone.
Turn to Stone. Very interesting.
Yes. As we move on, folks, we're having so much fun here. And don't forget, if you want to get a hold of us and have a request sent out to you, Dave, how do they do that?
Well, first of all, folks, you got to subscribe. So go to musicalconnection.org, and we'll get you squared away. But once you're a member, you can make requests, and we'll incorporate them in our program every week. So you make those at david@themusicalconnection.org. And you'll get weekly reminders from me and Ray. This is a community, folks. More than a broadcast, you are our friends, and we like to play your music. So.
And we like to make you feel like you're just part of the crowd here, because you're very important to us. Our next dedication, Dave, is coming from, let me, if I read this correctly, Roger Magruder from Fort Lee, New Jersey, very close to New York City. He wrote that Memory, the show tune composed by Andrew Lloyd Webber, with lyrics by Trevor Nunn, based on the poems of T.S. Eliot. It was written for the musical Cats in 1981. We're going to talk more about the history of Memory, but Dave, could you play that for us?
Sure.
Mr. Roger Magruder from Fort Lee, New Jersey.
Not my favorite, Roger. We're happy to play it for you, but not my favorite from Cats. Jellicle Cats is my favorite. If anyone wanted to know. obligatory key change. Key changes are so important in musicals, man. It heightens the emotion. You know who's the king of chord changes? Or not chord changes, key changes. Barry Manilow.
Thank you, Roger, for that request. Roger Magruder is a store owner from Fort Lee, New Jersey. Memories, we mentioned a great show tune from the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical Cats, and just one of the most famous songs. It was sung primarily by the character Grisabella, a melancholic remembrance of her glamorous past and a plea for acceptance. Memory is the climax of the musical and by far its best-known song. Having achieved mainstream success outside the musical, according to musicologist Jessica Sternfeld, writing in 2006, by some estimations, the most successful song ever from a musical.
Okay, let's...
Well, that's what she says.
Who?
Jessica Sternfeld.
Never heard of her, okay? So I don't think that's the best one ever in a musical.
Well, that's what she says.
Can I tell you a little story about Cats?
Yes.
Just want to say. So my other job, I love this job. I love playing music for you. At my other job, I am a director of a theater program, and whenever it's an all-boys school, right? So whenever they're getting a bit unruly and crossing the line a bit too far, you know what I say, Ray? Oh, well, I guess we're doing Cats this year.
And that shuts everybody up.
And not to mention, the woman who plays this song, Memory, you could drive a truck through that vibrato, man. That's very, well, it's operatic. It's not necessarily musical. It's more opera. But it is a nice song. I think the best musicals, do you want to know what I think the best music?
What is that, Dave?
I would have to say it would be...
I would say West Side Story.
No, that's the entire musical. The best song from a musical.
Maria.
It's a newer one.
Okay.
I'd say, not to jump on the bandwagon or anything, but For Good from Wicked, that'll make you tear up.
Yeah.
Anybody, Just.
But Roger Magruder wanted to hear that one. Okay.
Sorry, Roger. I really.
We digress, Roger. We apologize. Somehow.
I'm a mess.
Let me just add one more thing to this, Roger, before we completely fall apart here. Elaine Page originated the role as Grisabella on the West End production of Cats. She was the first one to ever sing it publicly on stage. Now that we've got that established, we have to make sure we get all our...
Can we do a product promo here?
Let's do a product promo. During the holidays, many things happen to us. We are very busy, and sometimes we don't always smell our best. That's why I turn to Aqua Velva Aftershave. No matter what I'm doing, no matter how strenuous, I can always turn to Aqua Velva and know that wherever I go, people will smell and look at me differently, in a good way. Dave, you wear Aqua Velva, don't you?
It works 50% of the time, 100%.
That's right. Aqua Velva, folks, it never lets you down. Even our producer and director, Alex Mooney, says, I don't go out on dates much, but when I do, Aqua Velva is right there with me.
Ray, What do you wear? You said you layer musk and what is
Well,
it?
I used to combine Old Spice, Brut, and
Brut.
maybe Drakkar together. But that was years ago. I don't do that any longer. I just go to Aqua Velva now. I'm all set. But at my stage in life, it doesn't really matter. But I'll tell you what does matter, Dave.
What does matter, Ray?
Our request list, because we have another one.
Oh my God.
Michael Allen Perkins, drama teacher from Pueblo, Colorado. He writes in and says, Les Miserables, one of his favorites of all time, being a drama teacher. I Dreamed a Dream. Dave, what do you know about I Dreamed a Dream?
I have dreams, Ray.
We all have dreams. Sometimes those dreams turn into nightmares, but not tonight.
Happy to play it for you, Rob.
Michael,
I'm sorry.
Michael Allen Perkins.
Michael Allen Perkins. 3 names, you gotta be a theater director. You know what I think of, Ray, when I think of this song? Susan Boyle.
You know, funny you bring her name up. I thought Susan Boyle would have been a perfect one to have done Mr. Blue Sky.
It would have been interesting, too.
This musical came out in 1980. The song was the lament sung by Fantine, who has just been fired from her job at the factory and thrown out on the streets. And she thinks
Because
back.
they discovered her child.
Right.
Her illegitimate child.
Yes. And it's a very sad story, but a beautiful song nonetheless. And Michael Allen Perkins says that I want to hear it because I know Dave Michaels can play it better than anybody.
Oh, thanks. Thank you, Michael. You know what the funny thing on Les Mis is? The whole story could have been avoided if the dude didn't steal a loaf of bread.
Was it a loaf of marble rye?
I stole a loaf of bread. I think it was marble rye.
That's where the Seinfeld episode came from.
So. I stole a loaf of bread. But some great songs in that musical.
It really is.
It really tugs at your heartstrings. I love Les Mis.
Well, we're kind of breaking bread right over here. I know that Alex Mooney is getting a big spread ready for us for after the program today. We're having sauerkraut. We're having hard-boiled eggs. Yeah.
Smorgasbord.
Yes, we are. That of not only food, but of music as well. Our next request comes to us from Melissa Johnson, a housewife from Port Arthur, Texas.
Okay.
Yep.
What are we going to hear next?
I Don't Know How to Love Him from Godspell, or Jesus Christ Superstar, excuse me. We'll cut that one out. I'll say it again. This dedication comes to us from Melissa Johnson, housewife from Port Arthur, Texas. I Don't Know How to Love Him from Jesus Christ Superstar. Now, I actually interviewed Ted Neely on my program, the star of that movie.
Really?
Oh, yeah, yeah. We'll get into all the particulars about it, but let's play that one. I don't know how to love him. I know that Alex has been humming that all afternoon.
Well, the first lick is a lift from E.T.
Even though it just came out in 1970. E.T. was 1982, but that's all right.
All right, I'm sorry. Let's just start the song. Another Lloyd Webber one.
Melissa Johnson, housewife and lover of music from Port Arthur, Texas, which was the home of what other great singer?
He's really putting me on the spot, folks. I have no idea.
Janis Joplin.
Janis Joplin.
That's right, Port Arthur.
Thank you for listening, Melissa.
Thank you. Now,
we won't be doing much Janis Joplin on the program.
Take another piece of my heart now, baby. Even though Irma Franklin did the original version of Piece of My Heart.
Do you want me to sing it?
No, not yet. Not yet. I Don't Know How to Love Him it was published with different lyrics in autumn of 1967 with the original title called Kansas Morning. The melody and the main theme has come under much scrutiny for being a non-original. While being compared to the theme from Mendelssohn's Violin Concerto in E minor in December 1969 and January 1970, when Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice completed Jesus Christ Superstar, Rice wrote new lyrics to the tune Kansas Morning to provide a solo number for the character of Mary Magdalene to sing. So that's a little bit of background on that.
I just want folks to know it's really easy to write something and then realize after the fact that it might sound similar in chord structure to something else. And people actually listen. You write something, and you have a bunch of people listen to it to make sure that it's not being lifted, and it's not
plagiarized.
It's not on purpose, but everyone has experiences. Everyone has influences, and sometimes that thing kind of happens. I know it's happened to me. It's happened to every composer out there, I'm sure.
Indeed, it has, Dave. And you hear so much music. Sometimes you are going to borrow a chord or two from some other song. That's how it works. I think isn't that the best form of being the best compliment you can get when somebody uses your music?
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, speaking of music, we have really continued on to move on to another realm of our show, The Musical Connection. And we like to bring those memories back to you. If there's any memories of any song that you remember from any period of time, we'll find a way to play those songs. Dave, let's give our audience one more opportunity to write into us, to let us know what they want to hear.
Absolutely. It's david@themusicalconnection.org. So if you just shoot us an email, we'll work you into our program. You can send us letters, shout-outs, birthdays, anniversaries, anything you want that's special to you. You're part of our community. So we're going to take a quick retro commercial break, and we'll see you back in a couple minutes. Thanks again for joining the Musical Connection.
Little cinnamon gum freshens breath longer than Big Red.
So kiss a little longer, stay close a little longer, hold tight a little longer, longer with Big Red. That Big Red freshness lasts right through it. Your fresh breath goes on and on. While you chew it, say goodbye a little longer, make it last a little longer. Give your breath long-lasting freshness with Big Red.
Tough getting out of bed to face all the chores ahead, till that aroma comes through when the Folgers starts to brew. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Folgers is mountain-grown coffee, and the rich aroma of mountain-grown beans makes Folgers one coffee made with the morning in mind.
Now things are feeling right. You see the morning in a whole new light. There's hard work to be done, another day yet to be won. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
May I help you, sir?
If I wanted a Whopper and I asked you to hold the pickles and hold the lettuce, I know I'd get that fast. But would I get to hear you sing?
No, sir.
No?
You'd get to hear us sing. Girls? Ooh, hold the pickle, hold the lettuce, special order down upstairs. And all we ask is that you let us serve it your way.
All right.
Yeah, we can fill your broad beef Whopper fresh with everything on top, or any way you think is proper. Have it your way.
Hey, you got one big hit on your hands.
Well, the Whopper's one big hamburger. Have it your way. Have it your way. Have it your way at Burger King. Come on now, have it your way.
This portion of our show is brought to you by the Ketchup Advisory Board.
These are the good years for Jim and me. The kids came home for Christmas and stayed for 2 hours, which is what their therapist recommended. And nobody yelled, and nobody accused us of ruining their lives, so I guess the meds are working. Our daughter gave me a book, How to Stop Hurting People, and I gave her a box of personal deodorant sticks. Our next-door neighbors went away for the holidays, so we were able to go over and rip down those wind chimes that have been driving us nuts. So it was good, yes.
Barb gave me a set of video cassettes of that Danish TV series she loves so much. And I gave her a box of my favorite caramels.
Yes, we should have been happy. But I came downstairs on Christmas morning and found Jim staring out the window, not even touching his coffee. Jim, what's wrong? It's Christmas. It's a joyful time, remember?
This is the 10th anniversary of the Christmas when Mr. Pokey left us, Barb.
For goodness sake,
I know.
Jim.
I know. To you, he was only a box turtle. But to me, he was a friend from childhood. He was my best friend.
Jim, a turtle is not capable of being a friend except to other turtles.
He was not like other turtles, Barb. He was a service animal. He was a helper turtle.
All right. Anyway, he was 22 years old, Jim. He had a rich, full life.
But he didn't deserve to die.
Oh, Jim, it was an accident. He slipped out the door when I was taking out the garbage.
It takes a long time for a turtle to get out a door, Barb.
Jim, I was holding 3 big garbage bags.
It would take 10, 15 minutes. An old turtle like Mr. Pokey to travel 10 feet and climb over the threshold.
Oh, for heaven's sake,
Unless he was given assistance.
Jim. He wanted to go outdoors.
He froze to death. I found him in the spring.
I know.
His little shell in the flower bed.
Well, he had a good life. That's all a turtle can ask.
I've never asked you this before, Bart.
Oh, boy, it's been 10 years, Jim.
Did you pick up Mr. Pokey and carry him outside and forget him?
You know, it's time to move on, Jim.
He was the irreplaceable turtle.
Jim, I think maybe you're not getting enough ketchup.
Mr. Pokey loved ketchup.
Ketchup contains natural mellowing agents that help a person let go of sad memories and focus on the happy ones.
I'm working on it. Okay?
Good.
Okay.
These are the good years in the morning sun. A new day is dawning. A new life has begun. Life is flowing like ketchup on a bun.
Ketchup for the good times.
Ketchup, ketchup.
All right, folks, we're back on the Musical Connection. I'm Ray Carr, along with David Michaels, and we're having a little trip down memory lane like we do each and every week to give you some of the best music of the past that brings back those happy memories. And it's New Year's, and let's talk about New Year's resolutions. I'll start with mine. Dave, I'm going to, this year, do everything in my power to stop smoking cigars.
Wow, Ray. Okay, well, mine will be the same one that I've had for probably the past 20 years. Lose some LBs, right?
Well,
lose a little pounds.
Well, seriously, just eat healthier for me and just exercise more. Now that I got a new knee, I'm doing pretty well. But mostly to make people happy. And that's really the resolution I'm serious about, is to do everything in my power to make people happy, not only on the Musical Connection, but in life in general. And I think we're going to make these two people very happy that I'm going to mention right now. They live in a part of the country that is kind of remote, very beautiful. It's a place called Bar Harbor, Maine. Frank and Millie Gibson. These are two wonderful, hardworking, blue-collar people that just love the show, and they love the music that we play. Now, Frank works at a golf course. He's a greenskeeper, and Millie is a meter maid, also a cafeteria worker as well. And they love a lot of the music that we play, but this one in particular they wanted to hear. It's called Not While I'm Around. Dave, written by Stephen Sondheim. Tell me a little bit more about this song that you know.
Well, it's from a musical, Sweeney Todd. It's actually kind of a little bit of a morbid kind of musical. I wouldn't recommend that for a family to go see, but it's a great musical in the canon of musicals in American musical theater. And actually, one of Cleveland's own was the understudy to Josh Groban on Broadway, and Paul Jordan Jansen. And then when Josh Groban left, he then took over the lead of Sweeney Todd. But this song here, Not While I'm Around, is sung by the great Angela Lansbury, God bless her. Great voice. You might remember her as the Miss Potts in Beauty and the Beast, and Murder, She Wrote, Ray.
Right, she was also in The Manchurian Candidate, 1962.
Fantastic actress and a great singer as well. This is one of the big songs in the show called Not While I'm Around. I love Sweeney Todd. It's a great show.
Thank you, Dave. Not while I'm around. Well, Dave, we want you around for a long time, so thank you.
Oh, thank you. I want you around too for a long time.
I appreciate that.
You know
Dave.
what? Can we just kind of improv one?
Sure.
You know,
absolutely.
While we're on the Angela Lansbury talk, you know, I've been known to have a pretty good Angela Lansbury imitation. I'm not going to maybe do it. Maybe I'll do it for a second. But one of my favorite Disney tunes is the theme to Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, yeah.
Can we play that real quick?
Let's do that. Angela Lansbury really was just one of those great actresses that seemed to never age. She was like born old, looked old her whole career, but still, for decades, just performed beautifully.
She has a beautiful voice.
Oh, yeah.
It's very soothing. But it kind of sounds like this. Taylor's oldest time. True as it can be. I'll stop. Sorry, everybody.
It's pretty good, Dave.
I also have a good Randy Newman.
You know what song we should do that Randy Newman had a part of? He was the musical arranger, I believe, in the song Is That All There Is by Peggy Lee in 1969.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. Is That All There Is?
We got, of course, the Burn On song. The Cleveland Catching on Fire. Cuyahoga River, rather.
Well, it was, the river back in 69, It wasn't the first time. The river caught on fire a number of different times.
Maybe next week we'll do that.
Looking through the pile, we have a big pile of requests here. We have a request from Harvey and Gertrude Johnson, 30th anniversary, from Dothan, Alabama. Harvey's a factory worker, and Gertrude works in a car dealership. They were married 30 years ago, and they said one of the songs that brought them together was a song by Leonard Skinner from their album Pronounced Leonard Skinner, 1973, called Tuesday's Gone, written by guitarist Alan Collins, vocalist Ronnie Van Zant, produced by Al Cooper. He went under the name Roosevelt Gook, that was his alias. And this is an amazing song. Gary Rossington played on there. Ed King added guitar and fills, and Billy Powell played piano. But the gentleman, Ed King, he also played in the Strawberry Alarm Clock, who did a song called Incense and Peppermints, which was a big hit in 1967. Ed King left the band to join Leonard Skinner. But anyway, Tuesday's Gone. And Harvey and Gertrude from Dothan, Alabama. Beautiful part of the country.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've never been to Alabama, but I've heard it is beautiful.
It can be. I mean, there's so many parts of this country that a lot of us haven't been to, and it's good that we have a connection with all these different people around the country listening and watching the show and giving us critiques. Some people say, hey, I don't like Ray's tie. Some people say, I don't like Dave's socks. And even other people say, is Al really wearing Aquavelva? We don't know. Let's get the Tuesdays going.
You know why they're called Leonard Skinner? Who's Leonard Skinner?
He was a gym teacher. Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, the kids didn't, when they were going to school, there would be Alan Collins, Ronnie Van Zant, and Gary Rossington. They had a gym teacher that was kind of not very nice, and his name was Leonard Skinner. And they figured that they'll name the band after him. What the hell, right? And that's what they did. And, and they came up with some beautiful music. This song was from 1973. Can you believe that? Almost 53 years ago, not quite.
Also, the theme song to one of my favorite movies, Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, right. Happy Gilmore, right.
Chubbs in the Sky.
Chubbs. Carl Weathers, former NFL football player.
Really?
Yeah. He was in all the Rocky. He was in a couple of the Rocky movies. He was Apollo Creed.
You know, I'm gonna go ×2 on this one. I'm gonna give them a little Dave bonus.
You know, you could do, because they're from Alabama, you go right into Sweet Home Alabama.
I can do a triple then.
You could do a triple.
You want me to do a triple?
Do a triple, yeah.
What's this song right?
Give me 3 steps. Yeah. It's like the ragtime version of Leonard Skinner. I like it. Harvey and Gertrude, I hope you enjoy it.
I kind of like mixing these songs together when I play them, like out on gigs.
Well, you could also probably throw in That Smell.
Oh, That Smell.
Ooh, That Smell.
That's Leonard Skinner?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, Dave, that's why I'm here.
Freebird, though, is my favorite Gertrude, just so you know. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
But that one gets me.
Well, Dave.
Every time.
This next one gets me. This was called Auld Lang Syne.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, everybody. It's 2026. A Scottish song. Well, in the English-speaking world, it traditionally sung to bid farewell to the old year and strike in a stroke of midnight. We come into the new year and often heard at funerals, graduations, and farewell endings to other occasions. For instance, many branches of the Scouting movement used to close jamborees and other functions with Auld Lang Syne. The text is Scotch. The Scotch language poem was by Robert Burns in 1788, but based on an older Scottish folk song. In 1799, it was set to a traditional tune, which since has become the standard of Auld Lang Syne, enlisted as one of the greatest songs of all time. May old acquaintance be forgot, Dave.
What does that mean?
Well,
it
means
I believe
literally means long, long ago, days gone by, times long past, or for old timers, for Auld Lang Syne, as it appears for the first time of the chorus, might be loosely translated for the sake of old times. I guess that would be the only way I could describe it.
It's a beautiful song.
Yeah, it's almost like we should lift a pint for our friends in Dublin, Ireland, who are now watching us. Mary and Henry McGinty. Although they were from Scotland initially, they live in Dublin, Ireland right now. So, Happy New Year.
Thanks for joining us, folks, on our New Year special. A great year.
We're going to have a lot of fun, folks. We want to hear from you. Sign up today and be part of the musical connection that keep this road show going. Without your help, folks, we may not be able to continue. So sign up today and be part of our family. And And we'll be back next week with more great songs, more fun, more information, and surprises behind every corner.
See you next time, folks.
I'm Ray Carr, and that's David Michaels. Good night, everybody.
Night.